Okay. Second time. Come on. Show me the money. Come on, show me the money. Oh, that's cool. Didn't expect to see that pop up. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's a little bit of a delay with my stream starting up. Alright. Is volume good? Okay, volume's good. Alright, so we're back with Vampire Survivors. And I thought I'd come back to this because here pretty soon we're going to be getting an update, a pretty sizable update at that, to this game. Hopefully it's this month. From what they're saying, it could be this month. I don't know. It's going to be soon. But I figured I would just go ahead and do an impromptu Vampire Survivor stream and just show off a few characters that I didn't get to play as last time, because there's like 80 characters here, so there's tons of characters for me to pick from. So about the update. So we know that they're basically drip feeding us information right now. And the way they've done it, they've structured it in such a way that they're showing off 5 cards. They've shown off 3 of them. The first one was that we're getting online. That's probably the most anticipated addition to the game, at least to me. Second one is that I guess they're balancing the gold system, or at least they're making more stuff purchasable with gold. There's a few other things in that update too, but I think that's the main thing, is that they're doing stuff with gold. The third thing, and this is the big one, this is the one that made me want to stream today, and I called this, by the way. I talked to some friends about this, and this is something that I've been speculating about for a while. Now, even though the Ode to Castlevania DLC has 80 characters, that's a lot. That's a lot of characters for an expansion. You know, there's still a few characters that they missed out on, right? They didn't get everybody. Even though the advertisement said everyone is here, technically not everybody's here. Like, we got Nathan Graves, but we don't have, where is he? We got Nathan, but we don't have Hugh. And we don't have Morris either. But, turns out, they just revealed today that in the next update, we're getting more Castlevania characters with this Ode to Castlevania DLC. 16, to be specific. Yeah, where the fuck is Kid Dracula? He's not here, and I don't think they said anything about him coming to the expansion either with the new update, so I don't know if he's coming either. Now, about that, though. They did say 16 new characters were coming, but here's the thing. If we're going by how they did this last time, because in the trailer for the Ode to Castlevania last year, when they did the trailer, they advertised it as, quote, 20 plus characters. Now, obviously, this is way more than 20. Again, it's 80. It's a technicality. They did say 20 plus, which, yeah, it is technically 20 plus. But we got way more than that. So even though they're telling us that we're going to be getting 16 extra characters, I'm liable to believe that we're probably going to get a few more than that, right? So maybe, which, by the way, let me go ahead and pull up the list, because I do have the list of the characters that we are going to get for the next update. And I do have some thoughts about this. So the characters that we're getting are Hugh Baldwin, Morris Baldwin, Arikado, Astarte, Persephone, Ukobak, Spectral Sword, Stone Skull, Annette, Zephyr, the Water Wizard from Bloodlines, Actrice, and Drolta. Now, some of these are really good choices, especially Hugh and Morris. Those are long-awaited additions because people who love Circle of the Moon have been missing out on those characters, so that's a very welcome addition. Arikado's pretty cool. Annette, Zephyr, Actrice, Drolta. It's nice to have another Castlevania 64 character, especially as someone who's obsessed with that game. And I'm very much relieved to let you know that Drolta and Annette are using their original in-game designs. They're not the Netflix Vania versions. Thank Christ for that. Now, I want to say something about these other characters, right? Persephone, Ukobak, Spectral Sword, and Stone Skull. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. We've got the same problem with this too. Um, Look, we got Fleaman, we've got Axe Armor, Frozen Shade, Cave Troll, Karamit, the sniper. Like, it's cool to have some monsters, but I feel like some of these choices are kind of just bloat. I get there's the goof factor, but it's like when we're trying to prioritize actual characters to the game, I kind of wish I had like actual main characters first and foremost. So, about this new update, right? I just told you the 16 characters that we're getting. I mentioned that they added Actrice from Castlevania 64. I wish we had Malice, man. That was the one character I was hoping to get in this expansion was Malice. He was basically he's Dracula from Castlevania 64. You know, the kid throughout the entire game that's pretending to be all innocent, and at the very end it's a plot twist. He's like, "Oh no, I was Dracula the whole time. I was just a kid." I wanted that in this game, but again, who knows? It could just be a case of, maybe they're hiding it, maybe there's extra characters, but I don't know. And look, even if we don't get it, it's not the end of the world because again, look at all the characters that we already have. It's not the end of the world. We already got 80 fucking characters. This is the biggest goddamn expansion for Castlevania I've seen in any game period. Like I can't be mad. So what if my favorite characters don't make it in? Look at all this shit we've got here. And besides, we got Reinhardt, we've got Nathan, we've got Cornell, we've got a good chunk of Castlevania 64 characters and others in here. But I would love to see Malice. Anyway, let me look at chat because I know people have been saying stuff. Been going sitting here just trying to go off on a tangent. Are some Netflix? No, sir. None of this stuff is even remotely using Netflix designs. You could make an argument for Hector because his base weapon is a mace, which is a callback to the hammer, but he uses a mace in Curse of Darkness too. So I don't know if that's explicitly a nod to Netflixvania. I like to think that it's not, but no, I don't think there's any semblance of Netflixvania content in this expansion whatsoever. And again, thank God for that. Thank you, Ponkle. Yeah, so we're getting new remixes too. I should probably pull that up as well, because we are getting new remixes. We're getting 12, from what I understand. We're getting Anti-Souls Mysteries Lab from Lament of Innocence, The Discolored Wall from Bloodlines, Calling from Heaven from Bloodlines, Clockwork from Castlevania 3. That's Grant's theme. Thank God they're putting that in. I was waiting for that. Young Noblemen of Madness from Curse of Darkness. That's Isaac's theme. That is a awesome theme song. I'm glad that's making it in. New Messiah from Belmont's Revenge. Awesome theme. I'm surprised they didn't just put in Battle of the Holy, but New Messiah works too. Ruined Castle Corridor, which is, Aria of Sorrow. I'm kind of over the Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow tracks because I feel like there's already enough of those. But it's still cool. I like the track. Dance of Gold. I love that track. I'm glad that's making it in. It's another Symphony of the Night track, but I like it. Wandering Ghosts, another great track. Out of Time, that is an NES track. I'm kind of curious about how that's going to sound. The Treasury Room. And Castlevania 64's Dance of Illusions. That one I'm probably the most hyped about because, strangely enough, we don't have Dance of Illusions in this expansion. We have all these other Castlevania tracks, but we don't have Dance of Illusions. Dracula's fucking main theme is not in this expansion. But in this upcoming update, we're going to get it. I know it says Medley of Illusions, but it's Dance of Illusions. Come on now, we know what it is. But we're finally going to get it. And I'm glad they went with the Castlevania 64 version because I'm going to be honest with you, that's kind of an underrated version of the track because it has like a chorus in it, and I always like that track. But yeah, that's all the new tracks we're going to be getting. Anyway, I've been talking everyone's ear off, so yeah, that's what we're waiting for. So we're going to be getting 2 extra features for the update. As to what those are, I don't know. They said wait in the next 2 days for what they're going to reveal, what the next 2 features of the update are going to be. I'm kind of curious. I want to assume that we're going to be getting a adventure mode for Castlevania because we still don't have that yet. We've got one for Among Us and Contra, but we still don't have an adventure chapter for Castlevania. I assume that's going to be one of them, right? Who knows? They might surprise us with something, but Ponkel, man, Ponkel is just on fire with the content and just everything, dude. I am just so pleased. It is awesome being a Castlevania fan right now, dude. Anyway, let me look at chat. Where the fuck? Okay, you said I'm assuming Death had to be in the first 80. Yeah, Death is all the way down here. He's right here. He actually has two forms. He can transform into Megalo Death. Now, technically, and I've talked about this before, technically, Death has always been in the game before the Castlevania stuff was even started because, like I said, psst, this game ripped off a shit ton of Castlevania assets, but Konami doesn't care about that. So this version of Mask of the Red Death is quite explicitly ripped from Bloodlines, so he's technically already been in the game, but we're not going to talk about that. What else y'all say? Don't you dare diss the Bloodlines Water Wizard. I'm surprised they even put that in here. Like, out of all the bosses and of all the characters you could be putting in here, that is such a random decision. That is like one of the most random bosses you could possibly pick. You should be a Flea Man main. I tried playing as this guy. He has, look at him. Do you see that stat up there? It says 1 HP. You take one hit and you're dead. I mean, that might make for a good challenge run, so who knows. Wait, where's Among Us? Among Us is up here, but I haven't really done anything with the Among Us stuff because I don't really care for it too much. So you got the imposter right here, got the horse. I played the map a couple times, but I haven't really bothered trying to go unlocking everything for the Among Us stuff because I'm not, it's whatever. Contra stuff is pretty cool, but again, I haven't really bothered with too much with that stuff either. I should probably try to buckle down on that soon. But yeah, my biggest concern was the Castlevania stuff. You could tell that I went out of my way to unlock everything for that. Yeah, no, there were, I think the most recent one was Saga. Was a Saga crossover. That also has me wondering if they're also going to announce a new crossover event too, because like, how long are they going to keep this going with the crossovers, man? Because, like, if they keep going with this shit, imagine how much longer this character select page is going to be, dude. They're going to have to, like, compartmentalize this character select screen and, like, set it up categorically. Like, okay, here's your Castlevania characters, here's your Saga characters, here's your Contra characters. That way it's not just one giant clusterfuck of whatever this is. The Pal World Vampire Story. Yeah, exactly. Dude, imagine. I've talked to some people about this. Some really good contenders for a crossover, I think, in my opinion, would be Final Fantasy. I think that has a pretty good chance of making it. Final Fantasy Vampire Survivors would be pretty good. Zelda Final Fantasy or Zelda Vampire Survivors would be pretty good too, but knowing Nintendo, I don't know how well that's going to go. You don't really see a whole lot of Zelda collaborations. I think the only time I've seen a Zelda collaboration was with Cadence of Hyrule. That was the one and only time I've seen a Zelda crossover with anybody. Square, though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy gets crossover materials with a lot of stuff. I feel like Square's a lot more lenient than Nintendo is, but I don't know. Yeah, Soul Calibur. Fucking there's a lot of potential here. Anyway, I just need to shut up and play the game. So, did I play as Reinhardt yet? I don't think I have. I don't think I played as Reinhardt. So Reinhardt, and a reminder that these characters have buffs. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot. The second card, the second feature that they announced in the next big update is, I guess, along with balancing the money in this game, they're going to be making purchasable skins. They're going to be making skins purchasable. And the weird thing is that, okay, like right here, so I have both of these skins, right? I already have these. But apparently they're going to make it to where these free skins are going to cost money now. I guess just to give you something to spend money on, because Lord knows you need it. So I guess these costumes, these alt costumes are going to cost money. Now, see, my question is this going to extend to DLC? Are we going to get costumes for these DLC characters? Because if we can get some alt costumes for Castlevania characters, that would be so dope, dude. Dude, I would love to see Chronicles Simon. I would love to see like a new version of Dracula, maybe Legends Alucard. What's another design we could see? Maybe a different outfit for Christopher. Yeah, not every Castlevania character would need a new outfit, but definitely there's a handful of Castlevania characters that could use a new outfit for sure. But yeah, we're going to be getting purchasable skins in the next update. I don't know how far that's going to extend though, but doesn't he have Simon? I thought I unlocked him. I thought I did. No? Didn't I? I guess I didn't. I could have swore I did. Huh. Maybe that was on oh, I think I did that on my PC account. But yeah, no, yeah, Simondo. Anyway, can we just play the fucking game already? Alright, Reinhardt. So, they all start with stats. He starts with Extra Arcana 16 / inflicts higher overall critical damage. That's pretty good. Let's see here. What stages did I complete with him? Okay, so we're going to the dairy plant. Actually, you know what? How loud is that? Because it's been a while since I streamed this. Let's give him the whip. Let's go ahead and use that. So, I think I unlocked some new features since the last time I played. You forgot to showcase... Yeah, I guess I did forget to show... I think I did in a previous stream, didn't I? I don't know, it's been so long. But, some new features that I think I unlocked since the previous stream were the fast forward button. If you tap the trigger button, at least for PS5, you press R1, you can toggle fast forward ×2 and ×3. This is really handy for when you know you're overpowered and you just want to beat the stage and you just want to rush through it, which is basically what I'm gonna do. Because I don't. It's definitely going to make streaming this more streamlined because I don't want to sit here for 30 minutes on one character. I really don't. So instead of 30 minutes, it's going to be 15 minutes. What do I want for this? Yeah, whenever I play a specific character, I try to make sure that I pick the weapon that fits the character. I can't be the only one that does that, right? Like, I could sit here and pick meta choices like the Bible and the Holy Water, but, you know, I like to keep it in character. Which, I mean, he does use Holy Water, but I don't think it'd be 15 minutes if it's 3 times fast forward. Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Don't backsass me, boy. Kind of interesting that they made Reinhardt's theme Gaze Up at the Darkness from Portrait of Ruin. I mean, it's a good track, but it's good. Again, this game just randomly just picks whatever character gets whatever theme. It's just kind of funny. Do we just want to make that Reinhardt's unofficial theme now? Do we just want to make that? Nah. I think Reinhardt's theme is just going to be the Castle Center theme. That's always going to be it for me. It's such a foreboding and dark track. Especially for a protagonist. What weapons do I want from him? I already got the whips. I think I want to go with like a heavy whip build. Kind of like what Soleil has, because it's like it feels like it hits heavier. Thought it was Invisible Sorrow. Well, it's kind of hard to tell what characters get what respective themes because the game doesn't start off with any theme at all. You start the game in the Forest of Silence and there is no fucking music. So it's kind of hard to it's kind of hard to tell what character has what respective theme for Castlevania 64. Like, Reinhardt's theme could be fucking anything at this point. I just choose to believe that it's the Castle Center theme because it's the one that's in the file select. It plays at the credits. You know, I don't know. So just because of that, I'm like, all right, you know what? That's probably because it's like the main theme of the game. I just like, okay, it's Reinhardt's theme then. Fuck it. Fuck it, Max. We ain't gonna play with Boogie's mod. I bet Darian looks up the character's canon name when he plays RPGs. I only do that with Final Fantasy 1. Because that's like the only Final Fantasy game that doesn't explicitly give the character's names. Actually, scratch that, I'm sorry. Final Fantasy 3 does that too. Well, the original one does. The DS version gave them proper names, and because of that, whenever I play the original Final Fantasy 3, I always give them the proper names like Lunith, Ark, Ingus. But with Final Fantasy 1, yeah, I always make sure I call them Zest, Daewoo, Saber, Floe. That's how you pronounce her. How many games even do that? Not a lot. It's really only like a handful. I can't even really think of that many RPGs that don't give you the explicit name of the characters. Ooh, candy box. What do I want? Oh yeah, I already said I was gonna go for a heavy build, so let's go with a Vanitas whip. Vanitas, Kingdom Hearts. Boy, is that something I want to stream eventually? I've got a long history with Kingdom Hearts. Oh man, I've got a long history with Kingdom Hearts. That is definitely a stream potential if I ever felt like it. It's that damn librarian again. Now, what has he got for sale? Nothing I would really want, I don't think. I'll probably take the Valman way because, I mean, I have a sword, right? That's the one thing that's sticking out about his sprite. He's got a big-ass sword in his hand. More like Kingdom Farts. I might be in the minority when I say this, but I've always held this opinion. Kingdom Hearts 1 is the best game in the series, for multiple reasons. I think it's the best from a gameplay perspective, and I think it's the best from a story perspective. And I say that because I think when they made Kingdom Hearts, they most certainly were not expecting it to blow up. I think it's definitely a lightning in a bottle situation where they had a condensed, chosen one story, and I think it works better that way. I think Kingdom Hearts 1 really works better as a chosen one, you know, friendship type of story where you gotta overcome the darkness. It's nothing complicated. I need to see actual art of this dude flailing his whip arm, breathing fire, and doing everything else. Yeah, he's breathing fire, isn't he? I don't even have that equipped as a weapon, but it's just something that's happening because of the card that I picked up. The little card effect. But yeah, I've always loved Kingdom Hearts 1. I'm not saying that I hate the other games, it's just that when I look back in retrospect, Kingdom Hearts 1 is just such a lightning in a bottle situation. And I just appreciate it a lot more for that, because they weren't trying to overcomplicate it. Dude, it's Disney and Final Fantasy. What do you need to make it complicated for? It's also the only game in the series that really felt like the Disney characters in the Disney worlds actually had, that like the Disney stuff was connected to the plot. Because the Disney villains knew about the Heartless. They were actively trying to seek the keyhole and trying to, like, use the Heartless to their advantage. But it feels like every game after that, it just feels like they're clueless to it or they don't care about it. And they just kind of dropped the whole plot about the keyhole. They don't really care anymore. It's kind of just, oh, we're going on a tour. Hey, let's go visit some of our old favorite Disney friends. Oh, hey, let's go visit the Olympus Coliseum so we can go talk to Hercules again. Oh, hey, remember our old friend Jack Skellington? Let's go talk to him again. It's been a while since we've seen him, right? using Twitter logic, that means you like the first game, it means you hate the other games or everyone else who plays them. What do I want for this? Get up on the Hydra's back! 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 And since I'm being controversial here, yes, I do think that Recoded is a good game. Gameplay-wise. Gameplay-wise. That needs a big asterisk. Gameplay-wise, I think Recoded is good. That's like the one meme we got at Kingdom Hearts. Should probably do highlights of that. Yeah, maybe. Did I get the... Oh, yeah, I already did get that one. What else am I... Oh, I already got a decent build going. Fuck it, we'll do Victory Sword. By the way, this should probably... little disclaimer. I have golden eggs turned off for good reason. So, in this game, golden eggs increase your stats by a percentage. Like a 0.1 percentage. The more you stack up on golden eggs, the more powerful your character becomes. By an astronomical amount. And the reason why I have the egg disabled is because for some characters, I have bought so many eggs that if I were to play this level with all the eggs that I currently have, you would not be able to see anything on my screen. My characters are so overpowered that you would not be able to see jack shit on screen. That's kind of the one gripe that I have with the golden eggs, is because if you increase them to a dramatic amount, like, the stats are so overpowered that you cannot see shit. And it's like, you know, I like being overpowered, but I also like to see what I'm doing. You know? I want to be able to see my power fantasy, alright? So if you're buying golden eggs, make sure that you buy like a sizable amount, but don't overdo it. Have you played Hyrule Warriors? No, I have not. I played Naruto Warriors. I played that PSP Naruto Dynasty Warriors clone. That was good. I've also played the Pirate Warriors games. I think that's really it in terms of Dynasty Warrior clones, but I haven't gotten to play Hyrule Warriors because I never owned well, firstly, I've never owned a Wii U, and I've never really bothered. Well, I mean, I have a Switch now, but it just never occurred to me to try Hyrule Warriors yet. What's up with that? See, it's already at the 23-minute mark. Juan, what are you talking about now? I briefly saw your message come up. You said something about... If anyone wants to see someone tear into Netflix, a guy called Alba Leo is doing a review of the first show in Season 2 of Nocturne for October. He's heading to cover Season 3 of the first show. Huh. In which you could pirate 3. Get it. I got it. I got it. I mean, they're fun, dude. Pirate Warriors games are great. I'll tell you what bugs me. My cousin, who is an absolute One Piece nut, he has been obsessed with One Piece since I was in junior high. He is a diehard fan of One Piece. I'm surprised that he doesn't play any of the games. I play more of the games than he does, but like, it's like we're opposite sides of the spectrum. He watches it, he'll read it, and he'll watch it, but he won't play it. I'll play it, but I won't watch it. What arcs does 4 cover again? If I remember right, they start from Alabasta and go all the way up to Wano. With a lot of skipping involved, by the way. I think the only pre-time skip arcs they cover are Alabasta. What was the other one? I think... Did they do Marineford? I think, yeah, Marineford. Oh my god, was that it? Did they only do Alabasta and Marineford? No, they did Alabasta, Marineford, and Archipelago. I think. And then the rest are the post-time skip shit. They skipped a lot in 4. Pirate Warriors 3 arguably has the best One Piece story coverage out of all the games, I think. The stupid one with the fork. I think I know which one you're talking about. What's up, Knight? I saw your message a bit ago, I just neglected to shout you out. Yeah, what's going on, Knight? Yeah, I stream. I don't stream often, but when I do, it's usually something Castlevania related. If it's not SpongeBob, like last time. Or Doom, or some other boomer shooter that I'm playing. What else do I want? You know what? Give me the Bibble. Bibble's always good. Oh wait, we're already at the 30-minute mark. We don't need to be here anymore. Yeah, so rule of thumb, I'm just gonna quit when we reach the 30-minute mark, just because we don't need to be here forever. And I would like to show off some of the other characters too. So we did Reinhardt. I think I already played as Cornell in one of the previous streams, so we don't need to do him. Darian, when are you playing the Beavis Butthead video game? None of your business, dumbass. No, I'm like, which one? Because I know there's a bunch of them, or at least a couple. I know there's one on like the Super Nintendo or the Genesis. I don't know. Did I play? I think I did play as Soleil, actually. Yeah, you know what? Actually, let's do Dario, because with him, he is specialized in fire attacks. Oh, yeah, Full Metal... Oh, that would actually be pretty dope. Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah, no, that would actually be pretty cool. I could actually see that. No, I could see that. That'd actually be pretty dope. Yeah, let's just do some Dario action, why not? So yeah, Dario, we are going to be decking him out with all kinds of fire-based abilities, and you're going to see why. Because there is a card that you can equip that will basically make all of his fire abilities explode. No, yeah, no, this is the normal version. There's a Splinter Cell Netflix show. Boy, I don't hear anybody talking about Splinter Cell. That's another franchise that needs to come back from the dead, doesn't it? I think the only time I've heard about Splinter Cell recently was when people were talking about, like, the broken Steam ports. And those are old as shit. Crown? Why not? Oh, speaking of crowns. This is random as shit. Speaking of crowns, Wizard 101 just came to consoles recently, and I got in on that. If you somehow live under a rock and you don't know what Wizard 101 is, it is a 17-year-old MMORPG series. Or just a game, rather. And out of nowhere, KingsIsle, the developers, thought, oh yeah, now would be a perfect time to bring it to consoles. 17 years later. Which, surprisingly, there is still an audience for, because according to my feed, the servers are being overloaded, which, to my knowledge, from what I'm seeing from veteran players, never happens. So because of the console launch, the servers of Wizard 101 are bloated. Which is kind of crazy, because I didn't think Wizard 101 would last this long. And I mean, what do I know? I never really got a chance to play it like that, because for the longest time I didn't even own a PC. My cousin was the one that was obsessed with that game. Like, that Wizard 101 was my cousin's entire life, even up to this day. Every time I would go over to his house, all he would play is Wizard 101, and he'd always be asking his mom for membership and crowns. Like, that game was his life, dude. But I never got to play it because I didn't own a PC, and I was just like, man, I kind of want to get in on that. I want to get in on the zeitgeist. I need to get me another fire ability. Yeah, give me that candy box. Give me anger. Hey, what's going on, Stock? Yes, Wizard 101 is mentioned because it just came out on consoles like a week ago or so. And the launch was a little bit finicky because from what I understand, PlayStation, from what I'm understanding, Sony didn't let KingsIsle do beta testing for Wizard 101 on PlayStation. And because of that, they didn't get to work out the necessary bugs. And boy, was it buggy. Buggy! It was definitely buggy. The frame rate drops were some of the worst that I've ever seen on any video game ever. I'm talking, like, dude, I'm talking the game would freeze for 10 whole seconds. That's how bad the frame drops were. It was borderline unplayable. So I held off on it for like a week, and then they promptly patched it, so now you can actually play the damn game now. There was also other problems to where people were trying to buy memberships and trying to buy crowns, and it just wouldn't register, so people were wasting their money. So that's a big problem. Give me Aura Blast, there we go. But yeah, I've always wanted to play Wizard 101 because I never got a chance to play it, and I mean, I dig it. I think it's a really cool concept. Would it be right to describe it as a... Would it be apt to call it World of Warcraft for kids? I think so, because that's kind of always how I looked at it. It's basically World of Warcraft for kids. It's baby's first MMO. And even with that being said, I still feel like it's a great game to get into, even if you're an adult. There's plenty of adults that play it. But it is still a good MMO to start with if you don't know anything about MMOs. Victory Sword, I don't want that shit. Whatever. And I guess it's cool to have that, I guess, but alright. Hold on. What is Juan saying in chat? Every time I stream, Juan's always saying something crazy. Stock appearance, Stock hates Canes. What the fuck? It looks dope. Dan, I can't watch the stream for too long. Alright, yep. Shit. Oh, are you talking about, you're not talking about the new updated, DLC, are you? Because no, that's not out yet. That's not out. That don't come out... They haven't given us an explicit release date, but Ponkle said that the Castlevania stuff is going to be coming out this month. So I'm going to assume that's when the big update is coming out. That it's going to be coming out sometime this month, in October. So we still got, like, roughly, like, what, 8 days left? Like over a week. So we got time. We got very little time, but we still got time nonetheless. And they did say that we have 2 more days until they reveal whatever new feature that they're gonna announce is. So. We got time. Come on, I want that card that's gonna make my fire abilities explode because I'm gonna feel like a god. I'm gonna feel like how Dario felt during his boss fight where he had his head full of himself. He's like, look at this power! What's different between Wizard 101 and World of Warcraft? Wizard 101 is turn-based. It's a turn-based card game. And World of Warcraft is real-time hack and slash, I think. I've never played Warcraft, but from what clips I've seen of it, it's like real-time. Oh my god, all this clusterfuck shit happening on screen. Oh my god! Look at all those... Wait, what the hell did I just get? What the hell was that? What did I just get? I need to stop pressing buttons so much, dude. turn-based card games sound right up your alley. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. I can't tell. Ooh, we got the Black Flame, the upgraded version of the flame spell. Ah, there's the galaxy thing, the upgrade. Yeah, look at that. I sucked them into a galaxy, and this is probably gonna get old real fast. I'm not a big fan of like these giant screen wiping effects like the galaxy and the demonic Megiddo thing, because I mean, as cool as they are, there is a problem with using these. When you get the screen wipe moves, you're not able to pick anything up during the duration. I kind of hate that. Like, it's cool, it's a nice screen wipe, it does a lot of damage, but I wish I could see my character and I wish I could pick up stuff while it's happening. Because then it just gets obnoxious. Is that a candy box? No? Come on, hurry up so I can see what the hell it was. Okay, it wasn't. Would they update the graphics on Wizard 101 or just let it be as is? They actually upgraded the graphics some time ago, like I think it was like a decade ago, didn't they? They technically updated the graphics, but only in a sense of like making it look more crisp. They didn't update it in a way of like, oh, it looks like a PS2 game and now it looks like a PS3 game. No, nothing crazy like that. They just made it look more crisp and refined. That's all they did. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I would even go as far as to say I don't think it needs a visual enhancement because that's kind of the point. It has a distinct art style. It's meant to look like a... It's kind of meant to look like a child's, like, cartoon world, kind of like a CG animated world a little bit. I don't think it needs a visual upgrade. I think it's fine the way it is. In the same way that, like, OG Kingdom Hearts looks, like the PS2 Kingdom Hearts. That's why Kingdom Hearts didn't have a visual upgrade for, like, what? It didn't get a visual upgrade until Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts has always looked the same throughout most of its lineup. And that's because it has a distinct art style. It works. It's timeless is what it is. Can I get that flame move? God damn, dude. I don't want to waste one of these, but whatever. But yeah, no, I don't think Wizard 101 needs to get a visual upgrade. I think it's fine. It's got a timeless art style that works. I think the only thing that they need to be prioritizing is optimizing the game and making it run better. I think that's what every dev should be worried about, first and foremost. Oh, speaking of that, I guess tomorrow there's going to be a Fallout presentation for like the 15th anniversary or whatever. And there's a lot of speculation that there's going to be a New Vegas remaster, which if there is, I'm definitely getting that because I never got to play Fallout before. I never really got a chance to get in on Fallout, but I got to see my cousin play New Vegas a lot, and it just looks so fun, dude. So, if that happens, I'm definitely getting in on that train too. Oh, look at all this shit! How come you're not playing it? I could be playing it, it's just that it's... Well, right now, the thing about Wizard 101 is that it's technically free to play, but it's more like free to start, because it's a subscription-based game, okay? You technically need a membership to play it, and there's microtransactions in it, which you can technically get by without having to spend any money for the most part, but you do need a membership, because you need membership to access the other worlds, the other arcs. You do need a membership. And so I've been kind of holding off on it for a little bit because I want to wait until I'm like in the mood to actually sit down and spend money on a membership for that. It's a great game and I'm having fun with it, but I'm like, I don't want to sink my time into it yet until I know for a fact I want to spend money on it. You know what I mean? Anyway, we're done here. We're done with that. I wish I could have gotten that fire card that made my fire spells explode. That would have been so dope. You know what? Let's play some bosses real quick. Let's go on Galamoth. Bigger is better. Did I beat any stages with him? Just the Mad Forest? Okay, let's go to the library. Oh, look at him. You can just barely see him. Look at him. He's so big, like, you can't even see the top of his face. Just pull down, just pull the camera up a little bit, man. That's all you gotta do. Just pull the camera up a little bit. Oh, now what spells would work for him? I know he had some lightning moves. He has that one annoying lightning attack. No cheese, just strategy. I wish I could do that. I always just resort to a cheese strat, because fighting him legit is a fucking pain in the ass. I'm gonna go with Clock Lancet, why not? Shockwaves. Okay, yeah, the Shockwaves, I remember that. Give me Lightning Ring. What is this game about? Because I've seen a lot of characters that aren't really supposed to be in the game unless it's a mod. So, how do I explain this? So, Vampire Survivors, it started out as just a gothic sort of Castlevania-inspired variation on the Survivor EO subgenre, of which there was already a few. There was Survivor.eo, and there's a couple others, but Vampire Survivors is kind of like the king of them so far. And for a while, it didn't really have much besides its own base roster. But then it started getting crossovers. It started getting crossovers with Among Us, Contra, and then it got the DLC with Castlevania. And to me, that's what it should have been from the start, because from the very beginning, when I first played this game, before there was even any Castlevania collab, this game had a bunch of Castlevania assets that were ripped straight from the games. A bunch. And when I noticed that, I was like, dude, this is basically just Castlevania Survivors. They might as well just call it that because of how many Castlevania assets were in the game. And lo and behold, they eventually did. They finally did a Castlevania crossover. And to describe the gameplay, it's basically just you run around a big giant map with a bunch of enemy hordes that rush you, and you just survive. And you level up, you kill them, you gather their XP, and the more you level up, the stronger you get, and the more overpowered you get. And yeah, it's just a big power fantasy. It's just pure endless dopamine. What else do I want? Turn to miss when he throws the energy balls. Oh, you're telling me the strat. What else do I want for this fucker? I need some more area of effect weapons, honestly. Because if I'm gonna survive any longer, I need AoE stuff. I guess you can give me Arrow of Goth, why not? I do like survival games. Yeah, you just run around this giant map and just avoid the enemies and kill them, gather XP, and you get stronger. Oh, I need to use the fast forward. What am I doing? I've been sitting here running this at base speed. Let's crank up the speed a notch, huh? It's like, no wonder it's taking so long. I kind of wish Castlevania did more with Galamoth outside of Kid Dracula and Judgment, because for all intents and purposes, those are meant to be spin-offs. And Galamoth is supposed to be like the ultimate villain from far in the future, right? Like, he's supposed to be like this being who exists like thousands of years in the future who tries to fuck up the timeline. And his design just kicks ass. Like, look at him, he just looks so cool, dude. He's like this giant Egyptian dragon dinosaur fucker, and I'm like, dude, why don't we do more with this guy? And even in Judgment, you don't see him. He's just this... He's this hidden figure who just takes a back seat to the plot because he summons the Timekeeper or whatever, or the Time Reaper. He summons the Time Reaper to fuck with the timeline. And the Time Reaper is just a reskin of Death from Curse of Darkness. We don't even get to see Galamoth in Judgment. And in Kid Dracula, he looks goofy as shit, because he's, you know, it's cartoony. He was going to appear in Moonlight Rhapsody, but then that game got canceled. And his Moonlight Rhapsody design was also kick-ass. But yeah, I really wish they did more with him. Like, make a Castlevania game that takes place in the distant future, where you have like a descendant of the Belmonts or something, and Dracula's long dead, but Galamoth is the new villain, and he's trying to figure out how to, like, maybe he wants to bring back Dracula, maybe he wants to, like, resurrect Dracula to help assist him in taking over the universe or some shit. I don't know. Konami could just give us Judgment remaster with Kojima designs. Now that's asking too much. Like, I'm already of the belief that they might remaster it. That's fine. I think that is plausible. They could remaster Judgment, but I don't think they're going to give it, like, new content, though. I think that's asking a little bit too much. They're definitely not going to give us redesigns with the Kojima... They're not going to give us the Kojima redesign. They're definitely not going to do that. As cool as that would be. As cool as that would be, it probably won't happen. Oh, you know what? Speaking of that, speaking of remasters and collections and shit, I was a little bit disappointed this morning. So, on Twitter, I happen to follow the game developer M2, the guys who are responsible for making the collections, right? So, a few days ago, they started tweeting these cryptic images of these numbers, counting down from 3, 2, 1. Now, reasonably, people were hyped. People were speculating. People were like, oh, what is this going to be? Is this going to be a new collection? Is this a brand new game? Is this like a new console that they're going to do? Because they also did the Sega Genesis minis. So people were speculating that, like, oh, is this going to be the 32X mini? No. None of those theories that people were thinking about were correct. It wasn't a collection. Didn't have anything to do with Castlevania. It wasn't even a new console. It was an announcement. It was a worldwide reveal or worldwide launch for their new game. I think it's called like Night Gear or something like that. It's this mech shooter game that they had already announced, but they just didn't have a release date for it yet. So they were counting down in a very cryptic manner. They were just doing this random, cryptic, vague countdown thing to get people talking, just so that they could announce the worldwide launch of this mech shooter game that I think is only on the Switch and Steam. It's not even on PS5. I was like, man, really? Man, you had us all hyped and shit, thinking that you were gonna do like another collection, and it's just another one of their mech shooter games. Like, come on, dude, come on. Which, I mean, it looks cool. It's a decent looking game, but it's just like I wasn't expecting that though. Everyone was expecting something Castlevania related or something worth the hype. Because why would you do that? Like, why would you like? Because if people already know that the game exists, right? You already know that the game exists. You know that it's going to come out at some point. Usually when someone does a countdown to a launch, they usually make it known what game you're talking about, right? You'd be like, oh, 3 more days until launch. 2 more days until launch. 1 more day until launch, get ready. But they didn't do that here. They just made these cryptic images of 3, 2, 1 with no context. And people just speculated about what it was going to be. And I imagine a lot of people were disappointed. So, I really hope that Konami announces something this year. Because October's still going. We got a bunch of Castlevania collab stuff going on. Dead by Daylight just had some new Castlevania stuff going. They had Richter, a new Dracula skin. They got some Castlevania stuff going, and now we got this Vampire Survivor stuff going with their Castlevania stuff. So there's stuff going on, but I would like a new collection, please. We just need one more, bro. We just need one more. We need the PS2 games, bro. We need the PS2 games. We need the 64 games. We just need one more, dude. Just one more, man. If we can just get one more collection, I would be a happy camper. And I know some folks would be like, oh, what about Lords of Shadow? Yeah, Lords of Shadow, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they really wanted to, sure, why not? But right now, my priorities are on the PS2 games. I think everyone's priorities right now should be focused on the PS2 games, because I think those are arguably more important. Lament of Innocence especially, because that's literally the origin story. The YY game. But yeah, here's hoping, man. Here's hoping Konami pulls through before October ends. They still got time. They could shadow drop it on us and just surprise us like they did with the Dominus collection, because that's how that happened. Yeah, like I said, they're on Steam, so it's like I'm not as worried about Lords of Shadow because they're on Steam technically as it is. But I imagine that at some point they're probably going to want to do like a remastered trilogy for all platforms, which I'm not opposed to. It's just that it's not a 911 considering that they're already on Steam as it is. So, you know, you take it or leave it. I would much rather have the PS2 games on all platforms at the moment. I think everyone would agree. I think your average person would rather play a modern port of Lament of Innocence and Curse of Darkness than a remaster of Lords of Shadow. Let's be real here. Oh, we almost ran out the timer. We're at 27 minutes. If we get a big announcement, it's just going, no, it's not. No, it's not. Don't be so negative, Juan. It's not going to be Netflix related. You and I both know that. You know it's not going to be Netflix related. You and I both know better. Alright. Like, even this game, like, I'm glad this game hasn't dabbled with any of that Netflixvania crap. Because, like, even with the new characters that are be coming out, like Drolta and Annette, they're using the classic designs. Thank God. I'm glad that we're getting ugly old hag Drolta and not fucking glam 80s pop star with fucking glowing pink hair, fucking succubus looking Drolta, right? Good lord, man. Man, well, you know what? I think, do I want to do one more? Just kind of wrap it up, maybe. Do I want to do one more character? Who do I want to wrap it up with, actually? Who haven't I played yet? You know what? Let's. Did I do Dracula? I don't think I did Dracula yet. Let's. If we're gonna do Dracula, let's do base Dracula first because he'll transform at some point anyway. So. Let's go to Bad. No, not Bad Country. Let's go to. Let's go to Moonglow. Because at least here, we'll have access to all the passives. Give me Soul Steel, give me Dark Rift, that should be good. Yeah, see, I can't wait for them to put Dance of Illusions in here because I'm tired of this. Like, why is this Dracula's theme? This should be the Librarian's theme. Why is this playing for Dracula? Like, give me my boss music, damn it. Makes his theme basement melody. Alright, I think we should be decked out for this stage. Thrasher in the cave. No, fuck it, why not just make his theme the Waltz of the Chairs? You know that stupid chair theme from Curse of Darkness? What else do I want? Oh yeah, give me anger. Yeah, we're decked out. We can tackle this. We got this shit. Yeah, this is the way to go out right here. We're gonna whoop so much ass. If only if they include the Easter egg with the cannon. Yeah, I'm hyped though, man. I'm hyped. Even if we don't get anything, you know, even if Konami doesn't announce anything, even if we don't end up with another collection, I am glad that we are getting at least some new stuff for Vampire Survivors, because this collaboration is great, dude. I'm loving the amount of representation that Castlevania is getting in this crossover. So I do appreciate that at least, and I called it. Like, people were asking about that. I'm like, you know, they're missing some Castlevania characters. I'm sure they're going to give us more eventually because they have the power. Like, we have the technology to add further stuff onto DLC packs. You can totally do that. And if you're going to boast that everyone is here, then you better make sure that everyone is here. And they probably knew that. Like, from day one, people were like, oh, where's Hugh? Where the fuck is Hugh? You put Nathan in there, but where's Hugh? See, from day one, people were like, well, what about this guy? Where's Desmond? Where's Gabriel? And you know, even after this, even after all the new characters that we're gonna get, people are still gonna be asking for new characters. Like, oh, where's Desmond? Where's Sid? Where's Pierre Belmont? Where's Kokoro? Which, I mean, I'm not... Like, look, let's be honest, I'm not worried about the, like, obscure, like, gag manga characters. I'm not. Like, that's... Like, those can fuck off. I'm not worried about that. Like, at the very least, I would like to have all the main characters from the mainline game. Like, that's what matters, right? Like, it's cool if you have a few gag characters, like, a few obscure characters here and there. Like, that's a welcome treat for fan service, but, like... We have the technology. Like, hell, I was surprised that Quincy even made it into the game, dude. Like, Quincy's never even seen in-universe. We never even get to see the fucker, but they added him anyway. That's, yeah, there you go. Sepia, you want her too? Let's just get everybody in here. Yeah, no, Quincy does deserve it. He's boss, dude. He's hella badass. He deserves to have it. I am curious about what weapons we're gonna get, though, because they did say that we're gonna be getting new weapon unions, too. I'm definitely looking forward to what new weapons we're gonna be getting with them, too. Prime Julius, yeah. Basically. I am just so overpowered right now, and I haven't even transformed yet.
I regret to inform you, Mr. Belmont, but I haven't even reached my final form yet. And when I do achieve my final form, I'll destroy this entire land of Transylvania. And I shall become the supreme ruler of all vampires everywhere. I shall become the Vampire Survivor.
Alright, enough of that, Frieza. I don't know why I made Dracula sound like Frieza, it just came out like that. I could have made him sound like Zoidberg, but I could have went with Zoidberg. Oh, there we go, transform. Hell yeah. That's it. I'm about to go from Zoidberg to Roidberg! I could just leave the controller here. Like, I could just sit here and do nothing. Frankly. Just sit here and shoot the breeze from this point. Yeah, there we go. Just sit down, relax, let Dracula fuck everybody up. Yeah, just sit back like Dracula's sitting on his little throne right there. You see that? Yeah. Just sit back and watch the show. Look at that timer go up. I imagine that this isn't very engaging to watch. Ooh, look at all those level ups. Oh my god. It's like, I could sit here. I could just sit on my ass and let Dracula kill everybody, but that's not very fun now, is it? Come on, we only got 10 minutes left. We could sit here for 10 more minutes. Listen to some wood carving for Tisha or whatever. Just pick something, goddammit. But yeah, when that update comes out, rest assured I will be streaming that. I will be streaming that update. And I don't even know what else is coming. We're still waiting for the other, those other two features that they're going to be adding, so I am curious about what those other two things are. This update's going to be huge, though. Just the online itself is already worth the massive update. The fact that we're finally going to get online for this game, thank God, dude. Been waiting for that. I'm tired of running this game through Parsec. Yeah, Dead by Daylight just added Richter, and he, in typical Dead by Daylight fashion, his model don't look too good. Richter definitely looks chopped. I mean, Trevor looks alright. Dracula looks okay. But, like, for the most part, a lot of the models in Dead by Daylight look very chopped. Richter is no exception. He looks pretty bad. No, it is. I agree. Castlevania is absolutely not a good fit for Dead by Daylight. It's not. Like, it's cool that it's getting representation, and it's cool that, you know, it's getting more content, but I don't think it fits. I definitely don't think it fits at all, contextually. I definitely don't think Belmonts should be running around a map scared, fixing generators, not being able to fight. Like what is this? Like, why are we putting Belmonts in an asymmetrical multiplayer survival horror game? Like what? Like what? Just because Castlevania has like semi-horror elements in it, that makes it viable to put in Dead by Daylight? Yeah, you see what I mean? Yeah, Richter don't look too good. Well, there we go. Alright, we've sat on our ass long enough. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up. I mean, you know, once you've seen a little bit, you've seen the rest of it. There's really not too much to this game, frankly. But, I mean, there will be more to talk about when the update comes out. It's just that, you know, when it comes to the Castlevania stuff, you've basically seen most of it. You know, these are most of the characters. Again, I'm hoping that they give us a respective Castlevania chapter for the adventure mode. That would be worth streaming. That would definitely be worth streaming if I can get around to that. But we'll just have to wait and see, now won't we? All right, well, that will be it for me. I will catch y'all later. Thanks y'all for chatting. Thanks for hanging out. And I will be back when the update drops. Yeah. Good to see that you're streaming. Wasn't sure if I was missing your streams. No, I just don't stream enough. I'm very inconsistent with streaming, and I don't have a consistent schedule, and I don't stream often enough, period. So it can be very frustrating, I know, but yeah, no, you haven't been missing anything. It's just I just don't stream much. Yeah, you caught it. So thanks for hanging out, thanks for chatting. I will catch y'all later. Oh my god, Art the Clown is in Fortnite.